Hi, Mateus. Hello, dear. How's it going? Are you okay? Yes? Good. Good to see you. All right. Let's travel. Let's travel, Mateus. Yes, I can. Um, Not so well, but I can. Yes. Do you have a microphone?
Hello, teacher.
Hi, Rebecca. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good to see you, Rebecca. Let's travel. Yay. Travel time, right? Now it's approaching the summer in the North Hemisphere. So they're all getting ready to travel. Okay, we have the pandemic, but there are some things we can do, right? There are some places we can go. So now in our hemisphere, we are approaching winter. So we don't usually travel in winter, at least not within Brazil, right? But they travel a lot in the northern hemisphere because it's summertime, right? It starts in June. So June, July, that's the summer season. Vacations, right? Really nice. So, guys, to help you more or less understand what vacation means, let's travel on a ship. Let's go on a cruise. Have you ever traveled or have you ever been on a cruise before? Can you hear me, Simone? Sorry, just a second. Yes, I can. Uh huh. I can. Are you using the microphone there? Because it's a little low. I can't hear you too well. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Hi, Weaven. Good to see you. Welcome. So, people, as you can see here, this is a travel article and it's talking about the British summer of cruising, right? So, here, the introduction to the article is set sail on one of a growing number of voyages that steer clear COVID restrictions by staying close to home. So, in England, if you want to travel to go on a cruise, for example, you can stay close to home and enjoy this wonderful cruiser. Look how nice, isn't it? Okay, guys. So look how they start the article, just for you to have an idea on how to write an article in English, right? And how to make it sound interesting for the reader. So let me just zoom in. I think maybe Mateus can't see very well, so I'm going to zoom in now. Okay, good. Hi, Manuela. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
No.
Okay, so we are checking now a travel guide. So this one here is about cruising in England, right? So if you want to know the name of the site is Travel Magazine. And here we are having some examples of travel articles, okay? So first, I asked everyone if you've ever been cruising or if you've ever traveled on a ship. Have you ever had this experience? No? Okay. So look how they start. Maybe one day, right? Maybe in the future. So look how they start writing about this trip. Okay, looks like cruising is back on the agenda, and as long as you're fully vaccinated, you may well be cruising this summer. So of course, with the pandemic and all the restrictions, we should take all the precautions, right? Not um, to have trouble when we travel. So we should be for sure fully vaccinated and everything else there is taken care of. So there is no infection or anything of the kind, right? Because we want to stay away from COVID-19. So here, the name of the cruiser is Princess. Okay, so Princess Cruises, that's the name of the company, right? So Princess Cruises has 22 summer vacations instead of vacations on two ships from Southampton, heading up the west coast, taking in the stirring countryside of England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Regal Princess has 14 voyages from July 31st to September 23rd, while Sky Princess has 8 from August 30th to September 28th. So you see, guys, they are advertising the travel plans for this upcoming summer. They have 14 voyages, right? And as you can see here, the ship will go along the west coast of England, taking the side of the countryside. So also including Scotland and Northern Ireland. So it is amazing because you can visit those places. And for those people who live in England, it's close to home, right? You don't need to go very far. Here they continue, just read up to here, okay? Most are 3 and 4 nighters for scenic cruising. That means no ports of call, while a handful of week-long cruises take in a mix of Liverpool, Belfast, and Glasgow. So this is really nice, right? Scenic cruising, it means that you don't stop, right? It's in a row, and it's fantastic because you don't need to go out, right? Especially because of the pandemic. So we should avoid, right? The Ocean Medallion wearable electronic cruise card provides what Princess calls a truly touchless experience from check-in to payments to food orders. So here they are advertising something they have to avoid contact, with the people involved in trips. So you don't need um, to go personally to do your check-in or even to make your payments. So everything to really avoid contact with other people. These being scenic trips, no inside cabins are available. So all the cabins available have a beautiful view, okay? All inclusive fares. So the fares for this trip are all inclusive. Drinks, Wi-Fi, even the tips are included. For a balcony room, start at £539, 3 nights, no calls. £599, 4 nights up to one port, and £999, 7 nights up to 3 calls. Here, what are the rules? Vaccinated, you have to be a UK resident, and that's it. Okay, so we Brazilians can't go, but that's all right. Just for you to know how they advertise a trip. Okay, so UK resident guests only, and to book where you should go. All right, this is a model of a travel article because I took this from a travel guide. Okay, this is travel magazine. All right. Why am I showing you this? First of all, talking about traveling is amazing. It makes us feel good and we start dreaming. Okay. So let me go back there. Sorry, I think I accidentally clicked there. So I'm just showing you this cruiser. So you have an idea of many possibilities we can have. We can think about in the future, right? Maybe we can go on a ship or we can go on a cruise, sorry, in the future. Who knows, right? Start planning. That's really nice. So, guys, why am I talking to you about it? Because let's check together our Google Classroom here. This is what we have for today. April 21st, we are doing it at 6.3, okay, and 6.4. These are the pages for today, and we'll also talk about English for real, giving advice, okay? And these pages, they include the final part here, page 71, about writing a travel article. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, are you there? Can you all see that? Can you visualize the page? Yep. Okay, so this, if you have the material, is page number 71. All right. So here, in number 7, they say, imagine you are going to write articles about 3 places you know well. Write a question to begin each article. You can start your questions with the phrases in the box. So here they have 3 phrases. You can start your article using these questions, but let's choose the places first, okay? Let me zoom in here. All right. So, for example, suppose we want to travel to England this summer and we want to go on that cruise we've just seen. So let's put here England. And here, what question could you ask to start your article about this trip? You could start using any of these. You decide. So I think this last one here would be great, right? So let's go. Would you like to go? Let's go. To go cruising in England? Imagine, guys, how nice. So you could start your article with this question here. That's also very nice because you create curiosity, you arouse the curiosity of your readers. You keep them interested in what you have to say. So look, if you start something with, would you like to go cruising in England? Oh my God, oh really? I would. My God, that's awesome. What do I have to do? Okay. What other 2 places would you like to visit? So I'll give you now 3 minutes to choose 2 more places and choose 2 different questions you could ask. Okay. So try to do that and then we'll check together. I'll give you 3 minutes to do it. Go ahead.
Yes, teacher.
All right. So let's see. What do you have? Can you share with us, please?
Um, Japan and do you love your robot fight?
Oh, okay. Can you just speak a little louder, please? You said Japan. Yes? So let's see the pronunciation there. Say Japan, please. Japan. Japan.
Japan.
Okay, Japan. Good. What is the question that you put there?
Japan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Japan.
Good. Thank you.
Do you love
I
robot fight?
Sorry. Can you write it, please? Because my connection is not good. So it's lagging. Can you write your question, please? Can you write on the chat here? Because I can't really understand what you're saying. My connection is very bad.
Do you love robot fight?
Okay, all right.
Simone, I don't think it's your internet. I can't see your sentence as well.
Oh, okay, Mateus, thank you. Yeah, the problem is not, yeah, I think it's better to, oh, good. Thank you, Elias. Now it's better. Okay, because my connection isn't good really because of the weather. So I can even crash at some moment here. I hope not, but it may happen. Okay, they've already signaled to me that my connection is unstable. So that's why, okay, I'm sorry, Elias. So, okay, I got it now. Do you love robot fight? Good, excellent. So that's a good way to start your article. All right, good. Any other place? Does anybody have another answer to share with us? Thank you,
I have.
Elias. Yes, go ahead, Kawani.
Do you like to do it? No, sorry. Do you like Greek mythology?
Good. All right. All right. Oh my God, sorry. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Wait a minute, please. What is the country here?
Greece.
Okay.
Greece.
Sorry, I was totally distracted here. All right. Do you get everything there? I think here, just one thing. Let me just eliminate this. I think now it's better. Do you like Greek mythology? Yeah, I think that's without age. I'm not so sure. Let me check it out, people. I'll give you an answer. Just okay. All right, Kawani. I'm so sorry about it. Okay. Now it's okay. The spelling is perfect. So we write with Y. Okay. So do you like Greek mythology? Excellent to begin. If you're writing an article about Greece and you want your reader to be interested in your article, the best thing to do is to start with a question. Okay. All right. Now, um, okay, guys. Yes, you got that? Good.
Okay.
So let me see. Are you on the same page? Yeah? Okay. So, number 8, you are going to write a travel article for a blog. Imagine, people. Think of a place you want to write about. Write some notes. So, here they're kind of guiding you to write a travel article. First, you choose a place. Okay, so suppose we decide to write about Greece, like Kawani said. So let's put the place here. Okay, so here, the place you're going to write about, Greece. Why you should, oh, sorry, why should people visit the place? What do you think? Okay, why do you think people should go there? What are the good things about Greece? Kawani, you gave the idea. Come on, go ahead.
I think it's because of the culture or
Uh-huh.
the beach.
Okay, awesome. Greece is beautiful. It has wonderful islands, right? So you just put here why. So beautiful islands. Here you don't need to write with capital letter. Beautiful islands, great culture. So if you like culture, that's the place to go. Okay. What can you do there? So, Kawani, help us out. What can you do in Greece?
And we can eat some different different food
Okay. Eat
and
different food.
enjoy guided tours.
Okay, awesome. Eat different food. Enjoy guided tours. Excellent. Many things, right? You can go to the beach. You can go on a cruise as well. Okay. Now, the last one. What should you do when you visit? What should you do or shouldn't you do when you visit? So then the best thing to do in this case here is to go to a travel guide about Greece, and then you can describe here, okay? So for example, if you want to know more about Greece, sorry guys, sorry, just a moment, I made a mistake here. Okay, I accidentally clicked there. So what should you do when you visit Greece? And what shouldn't you do when you visit? This is another very nice thing to put. For example, you shouldn't go in the winter, right? Maybe it's not a good idea to go in winter. Maybe you should go during the summer, okay? So if you want to know more about it, let's check a site about Greece so you can get some ideas, okay? Just a moment, okay? Here we have this travel guide about Greece. So he gives us nice suggestions to check before we go, right? So here he has some Greece websites. Athens Survival Guide. Look how interesting. Then you have another guide just about the Greek islands because they are beautiful, okay? And it's really worth a visit. They are worth a visit. Um, and then he talks about many things you can do there. Okay, of course, this is kind of um, long. You don't need to read everything, but you can get some ideas on what to do in Greece if you decide to go. Okay, guys. So it's very nice, really, because Greece is usually a very cheap country. It's cheaper than Europe, okay? Europe is more expensive. So if you decide to go there one day, it's nice to check the travel guides before so you can enjoy the best way possible. And you know that you don't need to have so much money to go to Greece. It's not that expensive, okay? So here, after you check everything, then you complete. You can put 2 or 3 examples of things you can do, okay? Like here, you should, the best time of the year to go, how much money you should take, uh, maybe you should learn a little bit of Greek, right, to communicate there. Okay. So here, the suggestion, guys, is write a draft of your article and make sure you start with a question. This is very interesting because it makes your article more interesting. Try to include an adverb of manner in your article. Okay, so let me put here. This is also another good tip. Include an adverb of manner. Start with a question, okay? And try to use should or shouldn't to give suggestions of things that people should do or shouldn't do, okay? And it should be about 100 words, okay, guys? So not less than that. That would be about 2 paragraphs. So this is an assignment I'd like you to do for next week. It's a writing thing, so just to help you write. What model can you use? We have a model here on the previous page, the one about Monaco. Remember, guys, we saw maybe it's not going to open here, but we have the explanation on the previous pages. Okay, here we had some tips like using should or shouldn't for advice. Okay, we also had here some ideas on adverbs of manner that you can use in your article, right? You can use those. And I don't know, but maybe it's not loading here, but on page 69, if I'm not mistaken, you have the model for you to see there. Okay, if you have the book, you can get the model. So let's see. Yeah, it's not loading. Okay, people. But anyway, follow the one about Monaco so you can do the writing. Okay, 2 paragraphs is enough. So tell me now, guys, what are you supposed to do just to make sure you understand? Yes, great. Uh-huh. Very good. So you have to write an article about a place. Okay. People want very good. Excellent. So this is it, guys. Here they give some ideas. Hi, William. Good to see you. Oh, that's okay. No problem,
Good
William.
evening, teacher.
Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
just
Good afternoon.
It's okay. I'm just giving some tips for the students to write a travel article, okay? And the most important things you should take into account is start with a question, use adverbs of manner, and try to use things people should or shouldn't do when they visit this place. Here they give us like a step-by-step guide on how to do it. Choose a place, okay? Say why people should visit this place, the things you can do there, and finally, things that you should or shouldn't do when you visit. All right, guys. So, not to be too repetitive, that's enough. I think you understood, okay? Somebody told me right now that everything is okay. Do you have any questions about this assignment? No? Okay. So this article is due next week. Okay, you should give it to me on, let me just give you the date here. We meet again on Monday, right? So, okay. So Monday 26th, April 26th, okay? That's a good date to give me this article. Now, guys, after we do that, here they give a suggestion that we can also try in our group. We can swap our articles and give some suggestions, okay? What to include, see some mistakes probably that we may have, okay? And we can even read the articles aloud. That's a good suggestion. We can try that. Hey, guys. So let's move on now to page 72. Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't want to ignore this beautiful picture. It's really beautiful. Do you know what place this is, guys? Do you know this place? No? This is the
A
valley.
long place.
Yes, exactly, Rebecca.
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yes, it's a beautiful place. Okay. This is Vietnam. Amazing. All right. Congratulations, Rebecca. Very good. Yeah, it says here. Yeah, look. Halong Bay, Vietnam. It's fantastic. I think everybody should try and go there because it's beautiful. That's my dream. It's in my bucket list. I want to go there one day. Okay, let's move on to page 72, guys. Here, we are going to practice now another aspect. The first part we did was about writing a travel article, okay? How to write a travel article. Now, we are going to see another aspect to communicate because this lesson 6.4 is English for real. So here we are going to see how to give advice to people, okay, the best way. So the first question we have here is, when was the last time someone gave you advice? Do you remember?
No.
No. All right. I remember the last time someone gave me advice was, I think, 3 days ago. Yes, somebody told me to read a book. Actually, it was a suggestion about a book, a good read, and the person told me that I should check it out. So that was a good, yeah, I think that was a good piece of advice. I think that was nice because the book is interesting and I love reading. Do you like reading, guys? Do you read books in
Fine.
English?
I do.
Ho-
Yeah.
Oh,
Hope
great.
so.
So, okay. It's always a good idea to read, especially if you can read in English, then perfect. Okay. All
Everything.
right. Yeah, that's nice. Try to read in English. It's really good. So guys, let's read the questions and then watch the video to answer them, okay? So first, question number one, what advice does Max give to Andy? What advice does Max give to Andy? And by the way, if you don't know, guys, this is Max and this is Andy, okay? So look at the picture. What do you think they're talking about? What is the situation here? Okay, so try to guess. Number two, how does Andy feel about Max's advice? And does Andy take Max's advice? Okay, let's watch that.
Hey, Andy.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm trying to book my tickets for spring break. I'm going to go stay with a friend on his family's farm.
Really? That sounds cool.
What about you?
I have no idea. I don't want to waste the break, but I don't have a lot of money. What do you think I should do?
You should come with me.
To the farm? I'm, you know, allergies?
No, I mean, you should come to London.
I don't know. London's really expensive. I'll probably just stay here.
Well, the flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it.
Maybe I will. I need to think about getting some work experience, too.
You know, my uncle has an international law firm in London. You could probably get an internship there.
Really? Wow. That sounds good. Oh, but where would I stay?
My uncle has a flat, apartment, above the offices. He doesn't live there.
Wow. That's a great idea. Brilliant.
Yeah. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
Okay, guys. So I didn't put the transcript there on purpose because I want you to try to understand, okay? So what advice does Max give to Andy?
To go to London.
Oh, great, Wiven. Perfect. And how does Andy feel about Max's advice?
Insecure.
Uh-huh. Great. Yes, exactly. And does Andy take Max's advice? Yes or no?
I think no.
Okay. So let's see. Now let's watch one more time, okay? And try to see the last one here, whether he takes his advice or not. And the next part, try to observe how Andy responds to Max's ideas, right? Take some notes if possible. So whenever he says something about his trip, his plans for vacation, let's try to notice how Andy responds. Okay, so let's watch one more time and I will put the transcript for you.
Hey, Andy.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm trying to book my tickets for spring break. I'm going to go stay with a friend on his family's farm.
Really? That sounds cool.
What about you?
I have no idea. I don't want to waste the break, but I don't have a lot of money. What do you think I should do?
You should come with me.
To the farm? I'm, you know, allergies?
No, I mean, you should come to London.
I don't know. London's really expensive. I'll probably just stay here.
Well, flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it.
Maybe I will. I need to think about getting some work experience, too.
You know, my uncle has an international law firm in London. You could probably get an internship there.
Really? Wow. That sounds good. Oh, but where would I stay?
My uncle has a flat, apartment, above the offices. He doesn't live there.
Wow. That's a great idea. Brilliant.
Yeah. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
All right. So let's try to review this question here. Does Andy take Max's advice? What do you think?
Well, I think it's a great idea.
Oh, yes, great, Weven. Very good. By the end, he was like more convinced, right? But in the beginning, not so much. He was insecure, okay? But then he got excited because Max started offering him many possibilities, right? Talking about the trip, about his uncle. And so he got excited about it. So let's see here the way he actually the way he reacted every time Max made a suggestion or said something about his travel plans. First, he says here, you should come with me. Right in the beginning, how did Andy respond when he said that? Did you make notes about it? So what did he say?
I don't know the exactly words.
I
Uh,
don't. Okay, no problem. That's okay. We will see that, no problem. Then he says, no, I mean, you should come to London. Max is very enthusiastic about the trip. So he goes, oh, I mean, you should come to London. And then Andy is not so into going to London because he has allergy, he doesn't have much money, he doesn't have a place to stay. So it's really hard for Andy, right? So then he says, well, flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it. He's encouraging. And after he mentioned, yeah, that's true. After he mentioned the prices, the ticket prices, then Andy was more flexible. But then he mentioned, but I need to I need to have work experience. So he said something about start working. And then Max mentioned his uncle. Look, you know, my uncle has an international law firm in London. You could probably get an internship there. So, do you understand the meaning of internship? No. So, internship is when you are like a trainee in a company, right? You are kind of almost graduating from college and you need to do an internship on that topic you are studying. So then you become an intern, okay, or a trainee. So he offers that. He says, look, my uncle has an international law firm, so you could do an internship there. Wow. So then he gets more excited and then he goes, my uncle has a flat apartment above the offices. Did you see how he changes the word here? First, he says his uncle has a flat, and then he says apartment. Why do you think he changed? Because look, this is Max speaking. and Max is British, right? So why do you think he changes? Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Because flat is the word in English, in England, actually for apartment. So in British English, they say flat, but in America, they say apartment. So to make himself understood, to be clear, because Andy is from America, so he kind of corrects himself, right? He says, "My uncle has a flat apartment above the offices. He doesn't live there, so the apartment is free, empty. How nice." So, okay, he does whatever he can to convince his friend to go to London with him, right? So let's watch one more time and pay now more attention to Andy's reaction. Okay, let's see that.
Hey, Andy.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm trying to book my tickets for spring break. I'm going to go stay with a friend on his family's farm.
Really? That sounds cool.
What about you?
I have no idea. I don't want to waste the break, but I don't have a lot of money. What do you think I should do?
You should come with me.
To the farm? I'm, you know, allergies?
No, I mean, you should come to London.
I don't know. London's really expensive. I'll probably just stay here.
Well, the flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it.
Maybe I will. I need to think about getting some work experience, too.
You know, my uncle has an international law firm in London. You could probably get an internship there.
Really? Wow. That sounds good. Oh, but where would I stay?
My uncle has a flat, apartment, above the offices. He doesn't live there.
Wow. That's a great idea. Brilliant.
Yeah. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
Okay, guys. So let's take a look at the reactions, okay? First of all, when he says that he's trying to book his tickets for spring break and that he's going to stay with a friend on his family's farm, how does Andy react? What does he say? It's right there. Really? That sounds cool. Okay. So first he is positive about it, but he doesn't really involve himself in this. He just says, "Oh, great, awesome," right? And then he asks about his friend. "What about you?" And he says, "Oh, I have no idea." And then he says that he doesn't want to waste the break because spending the break at home without going anywhere, it's like wasting. So he should take the chance to go somewhere. But look, he doesn't have a lot of money. So he asks his friend for advice. "What do you think I should do?" Okay. And then look at what he says. "You should come with me." And then first thing he says, "To the farm?" You know, allergies. So Andy is allergic, and going to the farm is not in his plans. Okay, so he doesn't really like that idea. He sounds really surprised and shocked. To the farm? No. Then Max corrects, no, I mean, you should come to London. Again, look at his reaction to number two. I don't know. London's really expensive. And it's true, guys. London is expensive. And then he says, I'll probably just stay here. Okay. So he's like kind of accepting the fact that he isn't going anywhere and he will stay where he is because he doesn't have much money. London is expensive. He's allergic to farms, to animals and stuff. So better stay home. Then his friend goes, well, flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it. And then how does he sound? Confident? Enthusiastic? So so. He goes, maybe I will. I need to think about getting some work experience too. So he is beginning now to consider the possibility. Maybe I will. And then his friend talks about his uncle, right? And that he can go and get an internship there. How does he react? A light
Like
right
you
over
think
his,
so?
yes, a light over his head right there, right? Whew. So really, wow, that sounds good. So you see, guys,
Right.
yeah. So his reactions, they change as they go, right? So really, wow, that sounds good. And then another impediment. But where would I stay? He doesn't have anywhere to stay in London. Then Max has a solution. My uncle has a flat, apartment above the offices. He doesn't live there. So listen, cheap tickets, a place to stay, and a job. Come on, right? Even if it's an internship, but it's something, right? Then now Andy sounds more confident, right? He likes it. So, wow, that's a great idea. Brilliant. Okay, so focus on Andy's reactions. Then Max finishes by saying, yeah, sometimes I even surprise myself. Okay, guys. So that was really cool. They go little by little, okay? I will play that one more time, but before I play, I would like you to take a look at this box here. Real world English, giving, accepting, and rejecting advice, okay? So I will give you 1 minute to take a look at the examples here. I will not read them aloud. You will do it in silence. See if you understand, and then I will play the video again. So we can try to find examples in the video, okay? So take a look in silence, people. Concentrate and see if you understand. So now I will highlight some important pieces of information in the box so you can study them better and focus on that piece of information. So let's go here. I will highlight it for you. So the first one, the first idea they give, can you tell me? I don't want to tell you myself, but I want you to say that. So if you know a lot about a topic, what can we use to to give advice or to ask for advice if we don't know? Exactly.
Age.
Yeah, very good. So, that's really good when I want to either ask for advice or give advice. Okay. And here they give another tip. It's helpful, right, to say the reason why your advice is good. So here you saw there is a compliment. Okay. Now here they give another point that we should consider when our advice is one of several options. They say it's better not to use should, but just give a reason. Okay, so let me highlight that. When I have several options, I wouldn't take that so strictly, right? But anyway, here they give the example, and instead of saying, he asks, where should I go? Instead of saying, oh, you should go to Mexico, you don't need to say that. You just give a reason to support your idea. So you can say, oh, Mexico has great beaches. Florida is nice. There are many parks in Florida if you like amusement parks. Okay. How do you accept advice, people? You can even use an exclamation, right? Talking about the idea. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, brilliant. Like we saw Andy using many times by the end of the conversation. And you can also say something like, oh, maybe I'll do that. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll try that. Or just simply, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. This is a good one and very, very common. Okay. This one is also common. And a very good tip, guys, on how to reject advice in a polite way. Okay. When someone gives you advice, but you don't really agree, don't say directly that, right? Oh no, that's a bad idea, or oh, I don't like Mexico. Try to say something that explains why you may not take that advice. So here, a good thing to do, for example, if it's something about Mexico, you can say, and you don't like the idea, you can say, well, I don't speak Spanish very well. My Spanish sucks. Or, that's a great idea, but I can't afford that right now. Do you know the meaning of this expression? I can't afford that. What does it mean? Does anybody know? Okay, when I say I can't afford that right now means I don't have enough money to pay for that. My budget is really tight. I can't pay for it right now. Okay, so it's a very nice expression when someone is trying to convince you to buy something or to go somewhere, for vacation and you don't have money at the moment. So you can say, oh, I'm really sorry. I can't afford that right now. Okay. So try to say this. I can't afford that right now. I can't afford that right now. Okay, guys, it's polite. It's something acceptable. You can say that um, to okay, accept the advice, but at the moment you just can't. Okay. All right, guys, great. Now let's watch the video once again to see how they used these tips. Should, when they are talking about something that has many different options, give a reason. When you accept advice, when Andy accepted Max's advice, how he reacted, okay? And rejecting advice, how you can do that, okay? So here, let me just highlight the first example. I forgot. So here, look. Okay? So let me play that one more time, okay? Just a second.
Hey, Andy.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm trying to book my tickets for spring break. I'm going to go stay with a friend on his family's farm.
Really? That sounds cool.
What about you?
I have no idea. I don't want to waste the break, but I don't have a lot of money. What do you think I should do?
You should come with me.
To the farm? I'm, you know, allergies?
No, I mean, you should come to London.
I don't know. London's really expensive. I'll probably just stay here.
Well, flights to the UK are pretty cheap right now. You should think about it.
Maybe I will. I need to think about getting some work experience, too.
You know, my uncle has an international law firm in London. You could probably get an internship there.
Really? Wow. That sounds good. Oh, but where would I stay?
My uncle has a flat, apartment, above the offices. He doesn't live there.
Wow. That's a great idea. Brilliant.
Yeah. Sometimes I even surprise myself.
Okay, guys. Yes. Just see that? They used pretty much everything, right? Great. I like when he used this one here, when he said, oh, that's a great idea, right? He used that and he also said, oh, yeah, maybe I'll do that or maybe I'll go there, okay? That's cool, people. So let me just zoom out here. And let's move on to the next page. Hopefully it loads. So I would like you to take a look at question number 4 and follow what they say here. Look at the examples in exercise number 3 again. Does Andy respond to Max's advice directly or indirectly? Why? So I would like to just check it out straight away, right? And then we can discuss. I think it's better. So in numbers 1 through 3, he responds indirectly because they are polite ways to reject advice. Okay. Now in 4 and 5, he responds directly. So let's see the examples. Let's go there. Let's see there. Here, numbers 1, 2, and 3, when Max is beginning to try to convince him to go, he is indirect. He says, oh yeah, maybe, remember, I don't know, I'm not so sure. So he is indirect because he's trying to be polite. Now, 5 and 6 here, oh, sorry, 4 and 5. 4 and 5, he is direct because then he is enthusiastic about it. He is more convinced. Okay, guys. So this is what they want us to notice. So in number 5, they want us to read the conversations and revise the last line of each conversation to make it more appropriate. So people, I would like you to take a minute to read in silence, see if you understand, and think about a better way to finish the sentences. So, the last line of each conversation. Okay? So, take a look in silence in 1 minute. Okay? Go ahead. Okay, guys. So, what is the last line of the first conversation? Yes, that's right. I don't like that advice. You, that's rude. What is the last line of number 2? Okay, good. Just that. Number 3, the last line. No, it's not a good idea. Mm, wow, that's really rude. And finally, number 4, just okay. So, do you think they are nice? Of course not, right? So, let's be more polite. Let's be more social, okay? Less unfriendly. Let's try to see the best ways to finish those conversations, right? What could we say? So let's check it out. And if you want, you can just go ahead and print, okay? Print screen. Here we have the possibilities. Okay, guys, can I close?
No, 1 minute, please.
Okay. All right, can I do it now? Yeah, you got it, people. Try to print screen. I think it's even faster. So then afterwards, you just copy it to your book or your notebook. Okay. Thank you, guys. So let's go. Much better, right? Instead of saying those things here, we should always be polite and considerate and, use different language. That's the idea, okay, of this text. So here, guys, they want us to just just role play, giving advice and saying what you think about the advice. We don't have time for that. We're running out of time for the role play. And I would like just to show you this picture. This is so nice, isn't it? So what can you see in the picture? Can you describe me the picture? What are the people doing here?
They go camping.
Yes, great, Kawani, great. They're camping. Excellent. This is a camping site, right? So imagine you want to invite someone to go camping with you, or the other way around. Imagine someone invites you to go camping with him or her. What would you say? I would probably say, not now. So that's a great idea, but we are in a pandemic, so I don't think that's safe. But who knows after the pandemic, right? We can go. Why not? Right? That sounds really great. Okay. Let's not spread the virus. Okay, guys. So think of ways to either accept or reject this invitation in a polite way. Okay. You can think about it, make some notes, and share next class. So, what did we learn today, guys? Just closing. The first page we did was here, right? About writing a travel article, how we can better write something that people will be curious to go to read, okay? First of all, so you can be convincing when you start your article with a question, for example, or when you offer interesting piece of advice right in the beginning. It's nice, right? So here we have a guide to help you write your article. So if you can do it, I would like to get those articles by Monday, okay, April 26th. Um, you should keep your article to about 100 words. That's 2 paragraphs, okay? And try to include an adverb of manner or more, and try to use should or shouldn't. Okay. After that, we talked about accepting advice in a polite way. Okay. How to be nice when someone gives you a suggestion or gives you a piece of advice. Here we have in the box the ideas. Okay. This is what we learned today. After that, we practiced a little bit. Okay. And we saw appropriate ways to reply. Okay. So people, the homework for today is here on our Google Classroom page. Yes, I don't know, there is something weird with this page, but anyway, um, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm suggesting for homework, besides the article, you could do online practice, unit 6.4, and the worksheets I posted here, okay? To help you use adverbs of manner and should, all right? So people, before we go, can we take a picture? Yes, let's do it.